The Dream Team was released in 1989. This is directed by Howard Zieff, written by John Connolly and David Loca, and we have a brilliant, amazing cast, including Michael Keaton, Christopher Lloyd, Peter Boyle, and Stephen Furst. We also have Dennis Boutsikaris as Dr. Weitzman, and Dr. Weitzman works as a psychiatrist at a mental health facility, and this focuses on 4 patients: Billy, Henry, Jack, and Albert. And he decides to take them out for the day. But unfortunately, Dr. Weitzman witnesses a murder and is beaten unconscious. And he goes off in the ambulance, and Billy, Henry, Jack, and Albert are kind of left to their own devices, and they have varying degrees of mental capacities. We have 4 very strongly written characters. I think they're very likable characters, and that's what made this film watchable, because for me, the narrative wasn't that interesting. Obviously, it's about these 4 individuals, I guess, kind of being left stranded and not immediately sure what to do, and it's also about them trying to save Weitzman in case the people who beat him up finish off the job, because obviously he witnessed the murder. So it seems like there's a lot of substance to the narrative, but I found the execution to be really boring. I just didn't think it was that fun, but because the characters are really strong and the performances are amazing and the cast is incredible, that was enough to keep me interested. So for me, the narrative just didn't work very well. There were times when I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored all of the way through, but certainly it wasn't as interesting as I think it could have been. But at the same time, the characters are brilliant and the performances are great. So I came away from it feeling like it could have been better, but I still ultimately enjoyed the experience. I'm willing to admit that had it been a different cast, a cast I maybe never heard of, even if the performances were as good, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much. I watched it for Peter Boyle, or I became aware of it because of Peter Boyle, and then I saw the rest of the cast and thought, well, this just looks incredible. It wasn't incredible, but certainly the characters and performances were. And ultimately, if you're curious, check it out. You might enjoy the narrative more than I did. It might appeal to you more than it did to me with regards to the execution, but the characters are great. With regards to the comedy aspect, there are bits that are funny. There are bits that maybe aren't. Again, though, with comedy being subjective, you might enjoy bits of it that I didn't. You might find the bits that I found amusing to be very dull. So I think it'll depend on your personal taste there. But in general, The Dream Team is not a bad film. It didn't quite meet my expectations with the story, but the characters and performances, absolutely. The technical aspects are fine. Good camera work, lighting. I don't have any notes about the music, which means that the music didn't annoy me, which is always a benefit. So in general, The Dream Team is an okay film. I'd say it's a good film. It's not a great film. I think it had the potential to be great. It didn't meet that potential, but nevertheless, I still enjoyed it, and if it sounds like a film for you, then I'm happy enough to recommend it.